everyone, happy Tuesday. I hope everyone had an okay week with crazy weather, with earthquakes and stuff like that, and the hurricane. It was really weird, last week, middle of Virginia is only about 50, 60 so miles from where we live, so we actually felt the earthquake pretty good. At first I thought something hit the house, but then it started shaking, and then I'm like, oh, this is a little bit weird, and then more I'm like, oh, this seems like it's earthquake, but it's weird because I don't have earthquakes in Virginia. But yeah, so it was quite the interesting day. And then my campus that I go to was closed from 2 to 2:30, and by the time I got to the campus, it was like 2:40 or something like that. And then my class started at 3, and then they decided at 3:15 to close the whole campus. So I only had 15 minutes of class, and then because they would only let people leave the parking lot and leave the college a certain route, which it happened to be I wasn't next to that route. I was next to another route that was right beside my parking space. Basically, they wouldn't let me go out that way, so I had to go all the way around the parking lot of the school, and it took me an hour to get home, even though it was like 10 minutes away. So, yeah. I don't really have a whole lot to show this week. It was our anniversary this weekend, which, because of Hurricane Irene, we didn't really do everything that we wanted to do. So what we ended up doing, we were able to go out for lunch, and we were either to go see the movie The Help, or if the weather was nice, which we knew quite a bit ahead of time that it wasn't going to be nice. Our original plan was to go to a state park and walk around and go on some trails and stuff, but we knew way ahead of time that wouldn't be an option pretty much. And Sunday was kind of a dreary day and stuff, so what we ended up doing instead was just watching Harry Potter movies. So we got all the way through Saturday evening. We got through the first 3, and then Sunday we had a few errands to do and stuff like that, and so we got through all of the other ones except for the 7th one, part 1. Once we get done seeing that one, then we're going to go see the 7th part 2, The Deathly Hallows, in the movie theater again. So anyway, so my gift that I did for my husband, it was originally supposed to be a birthday gift. It was never intended to be an anniversary gift. So he thought it was kind of a little bit weird. But we are both fans of the show Dexter. And I had previously shown a small picture of stuff I had done for it. And works pretty much all of it on Friday, and then early Saturday morning I got done through all of it, except for the last letter in the period. But here is the item that I cross-stitched. So it says, "If you're bad, Dexter will cut your face." And as you can see, I need to cut it out. We need to find a frame first before I cut it out. And it has a little scalpel with some blood. So that's what it looks like. And he thought it was a little bit weird for an anniversary gift. And I said, well, it wasn't never intended to be an anniversary gift. It just so happened that I got this one done. And I realized after a little while that I was not going to be able to get the original item that I wanted to done for anniversary, or for him, for his gift. So, and I think he liked it, but I think when he originally went to go open it, he thought it would be something he could put at his work. And so I think he was fairly disappointed that he wouldn't be able to do that with this, because it wouldn't be kind of work appropriate. But the one gift that I'm gonna make and hopefully have done by the time it's his birthday, he will be able to put up. So, but other than that, he really liked it. I just think he thought it was a little bit of a weird saying for anniversary gift. But again, we're both Dexter's fans and stuff like that. So, and the only thing else I have to show is I have pictures of my craft room that I took, and I do apologize because these are going to be probably turn out a little bit upside down and stuff like that. Unfortunately, my phone, when I take pictures of it, it looks fine, but then when I email them to myself, they're like usually upside down and stuff like that. And I don't know, I've tried to fix it and taken it by a different angle instead of taking it the way you normally would take it, the phone, but then when I still email it, it doesn't come out right. So this will show you some of the stuff that I've done in trying to stay organized and putting, okay, this is what this plastic container is only going to be for. And last week I did show cross stitch pattern that I had actually put on by tape, who I was making it for, and then also that I was making it for myself, which reminds me, for Catbird 2011, this is this pattern that I'm going to be working on. I have the thread, I just don't have the 32 count fabric for the color that this is. So I really like this color. So the only one I could find was white. So hopefully this week, later on this week, I'm going to go to cross stitch / quilt shop, and hopefully they'll have it. But as you can tell, this one, you know, it's making for my mom and also for me. I'm going to make it for my mom first for her birthday. But so this is kind of what I did for a lot of my patterns, and then that way later on I can just, you know, take it off if need be. But I think it's a good, kind of a good way to be organized and also to remember, oh yes, I bought this to make, you know, for so-and-so, because I will usually forget who I bought stuff for and who I was thinking of making gifts for. And then another photo that I'll be showing is of a bookshelf. It's got quite a bit of stuff on it, and that is just going to be showing stuff that I still need to go through, and then that little bookshelf is going to be for my husband to put some of his stuff on. And the last picture that I will probably show is of the little table that I have. It's just a card table that I usually cut fabric and stuff on in my sewing craft room, because I don't have a regular long table because my room is fairly small. And it's just got tons of stuff, like bags and stuff like that all over it. And I need to go through that because most of that stuff is cross-stitch stuff, and it's actually the thread. And so I need to separate all the thread by the project. And like I showed earlier in a previous video, I am going to, on a piece of paper, write the pattern, who it was from, all of the different thread numbers, and put all of the thread in a little baggie. And then I have a container that says cross-stitch thread and I think fabric. And so I'm going to keep those in those, so then that way when I'm working on a project, I will always have all the threads together. I'll know this is for such and such a pattern. If I ever lose a pattern, I know who I either bought it from or who made the pattern, or if it was in a magazine, stuff like that. So and also I think a good way for me to stay organized. So I just need to go through, like I said, there's a few of those bags and divide up which project the thread is for, because I have went a few different times and purchased different fabric for multiple projects I haven't started yet. So, anyways, enough of my rambling. I hope everyone has a good week, and hopefully there's no problems with weather this week for anyone. Take care. Bye.